We're back with US Classic Muscle Cars, and I'm here with Fred with this 1970 Oldsmobile. Tell me a little about this car, sir.
Well, it's a 1970 Olds 442 convertible that I found in Phoenix. I've known about the car for a very long time, but the owner that had it didn't want to sell it. He kept the car in a point where it was in the garage, then it was in a storage lot, it was under the carport, it was in a number of places, anywhere but a place to keep it in really pristine condition. So back in 2015, the car ended up on for sale, and I was fortunate enough to buy it at the time. I went over and met with him, paid him the money for the car, and took it home. And then it really became a process of, okay, what do we do with it next? Do we want to put it into a complete restoration, or should we just go ahead and have some fun with it? So I have a number of cars that are already restored at a high level. So decided we're going to have fun with this car. So I put the aluminum 455 in it, which was a Can-Am motor from back in the 60s. It has a 5-speed transmission in it and a factory aluminum rear end in it, which is the W27, ultra rare piece. When I did it, I also wanted power windows, factory air conditioning, power door locks, and any number of other options that they offered, because I'm looking for creature comforts. On top of that, I also put a 7-speaker stereo in it. So it has a subwoofer mounted inside the back seat. It has tweeters up in the dash, 6x9s in the rear, and 4.5s in the front. So it has a nice high-powered sound system in it. It's great for cruising around, and I'm looking forward to being able to do that in the near future.
Absolutely, and the interior is a little unique. It's got some different patterns on those seats there. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Yeah. So, hold on a second, so we have to start over again. I didn't hear all that.
The interior is really unique. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so the interior was done by a company called Legendary Auto Interiors in New York. It's a factory interior, so it's exactly the way it was done back in 1970. They do these reproduction interiors to an exact detail. So when I installed it, again, power windows and door locks, put everything in the right place, get the carpet mounted the way it needs to in the console, and just try to put it back to where it looks like it was originally a factory setup, but add those modern conveniences.
Absolutely, and if you don't mind me asking, how long did the restoration take?
A little under 2 years.
Okay.
So it went into paint in December of 2016. It came out of paint in June of 18. So it really became, one of these things where, okay, it took a little bit longer than we wanted, but I had the car back in June. We finished the motor about 45 days ago and put it back in the car. So it was a bit of we had these bursts where we had a lot of work getting done on the front end, stopped for a little while, wait for the paint, and then same with the motor, and really knocked it out in a fairly short order.
Well, I have to say the paint is incredible. I don't think I've seen a shine like this on any car.
Oh.
I mean, what's making this car so shiny?
Well, the guy who painted it. So he's a friend of mine. We've been friends for a better part of 30 years. He has a body shop in Tucson, Arizona called Hoods Etc. His name is Todd Hood. Todd does phenomenal work. So we have this relationship of trust. I give him the car, and I allow him the opportunity to do his best work. So when he gets that time and he can spend on the car to block it out, do all the body work, get it where he wants it to be, and then lay the paint down and polish it up to this finish, he's as proud of the car as I am.
So it's your paint guy for sure.
He's a paint guy, and anything I do for paint, Todd does it. So as you can see with this car, it's spectacular.
Absolutely. And what is your favorite part of this car, Fred?
Right now, it's aluminum motor. It works. It does everything you want it to do, and I'm very comfortable with the fact that knowing that it's going to stay together. The engine builder was Chris Shea. He built the motor, and everything was hand fitted to very, very tight tolerances. So that is an important part of this car, because without the tolerances on the motor, without the detail on the body, we don't have a car of this quality.
Absolutely. And you said that this car just got finished about 45 days ago, correct?
Oh no, it's about less than 3 weeks.
Oh, less than 3 weeks.
Less
okay.
than 3 weeks since it's been to a point where it looks like this.
So I'm sure this car is looking for many awards in its near future.
I would hope so.
Absolutely. It's a gorgeous car, Fred. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, take care.
Yeah.